My name is Valerie, and I am 60 years old, and I saw Alahnnaa a couple of weeks ago, and she told me three things that have really quite changed my life. The first thing is that she told me that I'm the type of person that should just plant a seed into the universe and see what happens, see what comes back, and have trust and faith in the universe that it will come back to me. And that is something I have not done and I feel like I've been out of sync with my life forever. And in the last couple of weeks, I've just put myself out there, and I can't believe what's coming back. And not only that, but I'm so much more relaxed. I don't feel like I have to solve everything, go after everything, like manifest, produce, all of those things that have just driven me to overwork and workaholic almost when I was working. And it's just so great just to have faith that things are going to work out the way they're meant to. She told me that the more I put on my plate, the more will come onto my plate. So it's like, that makes sense to me. Absolutely. The other thing she told me was about communication, and that I should be an effective communicator, more efficient. And I find that I've been looking at my emails and looking at my texts over the last couple of weeks, and I've been erasing half of them. Like, it's like, write this much, press send. It's like, even in my verbal communication, it's like, just say sure. Like, the way I would do it before would be to add details, to add something that would make it confusing or make it unclear, and then it would lead to more conversation. And it's just like, it's so nice to be aware that I need to communicate efficiently. The last thing that I really impacted me, and she told me a lot of stuff, but these are the three things that really impacted me. She gave me a recording so I could listen back to it, but it's all about the fact that I have an emotional gate open. And not only does that mean that I absorb people's emotions, but I add my own spin to them. Like, I add my own spice to them, which makes them bigger than they are. And often I take on emotions that aren't even mine. And this has ruled my life. Like, it really has. It's kept me from speaking my truth. It's kept me silent. And because I'm worried about how my honesty or my truth is going to affect other people. And, that's amazing to know that. And I want to go back and see her because I want to know how to, what strategies to use to help me work with that. Like, work with my design, work with my human design to make my life easier and more manageable. And I'm just so excited that I'm 60 years old and I'm learning this. And I the moment I met her, I knew I believed in her science. I believe in her. I think she's a wonderful person who has the most beautiful energy and the greatest intention to bring good to people. So I highly recommend that you see her. If it's anything like me, you'll be so much better in your life because you'll have understanding about your own self. So anyway, thank you.